monetary kind of engagement.
Mm-hmm.
But I have seen some posts have attracted so many likes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not exactly so many likes, but if you're following, you see the Facebook page gives you can see the trend, how many people visited the post, how the
Yep.
post is moving, like you can tell the post is moving.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see like there's some posts you'll have up to like over 600 people have viewed or something, and others you just get like 100 views or something.
Mm.
So yes, I have seen posts that have had quite a sizable view on my page as it is now,
Mm-hmm.
than others.
Okay. Okay. So this, I'm
And
just
mostly
looking.
it wasn't something ordinary I did.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the product.
Okay.
It wasn't because of the antiques of me doing a good video or doing a good photograph. It was just the product.
Mm.
Yes, so different products engaging quite some people, others not quite.
Okay. So when these people comment, do you engage with them back, or you just like, or they're not
I
usually
try.
so many? You try.
No, they're not many. Yeah, I try to, but they're not. They've not been so many
Okay.
engagements, to be honest.
Okay. 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 Sounds good. So I believe just right now it's Instagram and WhatsApp.
For the page,
Like,
for the no, I haven't set a WhatsApp for it.
okay. But do you post your products on your WhatsApp status and people respond?
My WhatsApp status, actually, that's where I make most of the sales. My personal WhatsApp.
Okay. I've seen this. I've seen this before. This is based on my own perspective or probably experience. So
Yeah.
I engage with a customer. I talk to them. I save their number. They okay. Okay. Let me assume they know me. Or probably they don't know me. Doesn't really matter. So when I go to my WhatsApp and I start posting my content, I actually ended up selling to those customers who called in but never bought on the call. So by the fact that I posted on WhatsApp, the point is that let's assume you got 1,000 phone calls.
Yes.
And you saved all these numbers, right?
Yes.
So that I can explain the power of advertising. So they didn't buy. They're like, oh, okay, where's the shop? What's the price and all that, right? Then they saved their number. Then you went to WhatsApp, and then you started like just posting your products, and then you start getting this feedback based on that you get. So you realize that at this point, people are not tended to be sold off immediately, but in the process, you will realize that you will be getting a lot of traction on your WhatsApp. So the point is me building my numbers to a point where all these people know about me. And then when I go back to WhatsApp, you'll actually find out that you'll be selling a lot more. And like, if you compare someone called and they didn't respond, and someone else saved the numbers, who would you think will be able to engage more people? So if you look at it that way, who will be able to engage more people? It's the fact that the person who saved the numbers will be the one who will get more sales. This is just based on what I've done last year, and I sold so much last year in December. But I realized that I tried to connect with all these people in a way that they knew, okay, this is what we do, this is what I wanted, what else are you looking for, in a process that I've really built a relationship. So by the time I'm going to my WhatsApp and I'm really consistent on it, I ended up selling more through my WhatsApp without advertising.
Okay.
So the point of us trying to set this up is to set us up for success, not just for now, but also for the future. Because the point is to set up success continuously. Like, we are increasing the reach, we're increasing the engagement, we're increasing the relationship, Because in business, it's all about relationship. That's why people want to buy. That's why you say your friends are buying, because there's already a relationship has been built. The same thing that we need to do with every person who's in social media. Yeah, so we're not at that point where we are. Let me open my next slide. We're not at that point where I'm going to do, and this is what everyone does. I come, this is my page. I come and I do that. Then the next thing is people do is draw. So what happens after that? People do this and then they come and then they this is where the wait happens. Well, let me put this here. So what usually happens is that someone has a page, they put out the content, then this is where wait, so they will wait, and then we expect sales to happen. I don't think there's any model that has worked in this world like that. Like where I'm going to do a business, I'm going to post, and then I wait for a sale. If anyone was to do this, automatically you're going to get the percentage that you want, because in a funnel we expect like 90% of people do not know you, do not trust you, they will not buy. Then 10% might want to engage right now when you do an ad with any brand, whether it be Coca-Cola, whether it be Safaricom. It's the same structure we are using. So by the fact that I am coming here and on my page and I post, and then I expect a sale, I'm going to lose out against someone else who's posting on that page and then is engaging the users. It's engaging the users and it's engaging the customer. And by that fact, like, hi, what's up? Actually, I'm going to even send you a WhatsApp right now. Just check it out. Don't worry. That's not a problem. When I have offers, I will still drop them on the WhatsApp over and over again. The point is, I want us to build an engagement with the customers. I want us to say, this is the number of customers that I've been able to interact with and be able to engage with up till this month. Next month is the number of, like, we need to know that how many numbers are we increasing, and out of those numbers, what is the first sale? When was the first sale? When was the second sale? What offer prompted them? How many customers have we increased in terms of people who are interested in the product and they call? And actually by December, where are we? We didn't have any. Now we are at this type of customers, this number of customers. Again, so what we do for any customer, we have their email, phone number, even on the M-Pesa. We pull that data because it's very important for us. So for you to sell now in future, it becomes really easy. So you've engaged, you've done your page, engage the customer, and then there's a sale. Let's assume now you want to do another offer. So what usually happens is add customer, then there's that. So text. So this is what happens when you do adverts and get engagement. Okay, then after that, you get a sale. Okay, let me put this up here. Okay, so this is what you will tell me. You've posted before, I got engagement, I didn't sell. It's a fact, it happens. I didn't sell. Right? This is what has happened before, right?
Advert engagement.
So you just got people engaged, then Okay, so let me draw another one so that it becomes easier. So I want us to understand like the structure that actually happens so that we can now draw. So let's say this was one of no sell. So no sell. Okay, so we did an advert, it brought engagement. There was a, out of this is what you're saying. This side is where Facebook is, I guess. This is where the Facebook is. And this is where your Instagram is, IG. This is the process that you're going through right now. So you're getting your posting, which is an advert, whether it's promoted or not, there's engagement. In IG, you're selling. In Facebook, you're not selling. You get. So the point is that people will tend to focus with what is working. But you know, out of this, in any sales model, we are expecting that out of a pie chart of let me draw this. Out of a chart of 100%, out of 100% audience, the followers you have, the audience that will see, the reach that you have, we're expecting out of this always based on trust, based on logistics, deliveries. We're expecting two types of audience. Actually, there's supposed to be three, but I'm going to do three. So I'm expecting the warm, like they already know you, the interest is already there, it will buy. Then out of this, and then I'm expecting another audience that will be very, 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 even as we experience it every time, a very, very cold audience. People who can be like, oh, that image is not good, it's expensive. People who shop around, they call them the shoppers. They like, of course, the shoppers come in the middle. Like, there's the very cold and then there's the very warm who want to buy. So this percentage, we're looking at it, even in the adverts, the same thing we do. So here we're expecting, I expect like, it's always like 3%. It's always like less than 3% in advertising. It's always like 3%. It's here. Paris is here. So here I'm expecting 3%, and then here at the bottom I'm expecting around 97% to be very cold. Okay. So this is what you're getting on WhatsApp every day. This is what you're getting, the 3%. You told them you have a product, they're like, of course, not every friend of yours bought immediately. This is a fact. Then some in the process, you start increasing the relationship. The point of any business is to build a relationship with the end user so that it becomes easier for us to sell in future. So you don't really need to push as hard as you will go on Facebook right now to your friends. Your friends will be easy to convert. But when we are going so hard every time, and this is the problem, I don't want us to go hard today, go hard tomorrow, then go keep, no. Let's come up with a system that's easier for us to say, okay, this is what they did. They liked, they engaged. Did we get their phone number? Yes, they didn't. Okay, let's ask for the number again. Let's WhatsApp them or let's call them. Then after that, let's now push them to a database. We save those contacts. We save them on an Excel sheet. This is now what people don't know. When you have numbers on Facebook or email addresses, we can actually just run an ad with those email addresses here and phone numbers. So those people are the only ones who will see the ad.
That's a target.
Yeah, it's what we call custom audience in advertising. So
customer audience.
Yes. So Facebook will only like they are selling to us data as advertisers. You are an advertiser. They're selling to you data, which is what TV will never give. Because with social media, there's data. So we use that data to be able to sell to people who already know us. You don't just use data for purposes of advertising. That's why you see before we do an election or anything, there's data. We need to get data. Get the data, then now use that data to advertise better. That you stop running ads every time, because the point is you have a hot product, it might sell right now, then out of the blue it will automatically start decreasing. The return on investment starts decreasing because you've already exhausted the 3%. So this cold, which is always there, you need to find a way to still sell to them, you see. So we have to make sure that we maintain these guys until they're able to sell. So let's say they didn't buy. So what we're going to do, we're going to do another offer. Yeah. So they didn't buy. So there'll be another offer. That you always put for these guys who are cold. And then now you try and convert them to a sale. So with advertising, it's easier because just setting up the ads to target this different audience, and this other one to target a different audience. So in this case, we started with the advert here on the right. We got engagement, some bought, some didn't buy. We need to run another ad, another offer so that we can get the sale. And the system is like that always. Always. And that's how you keep growing. So either they didn't buy, they were put on WhatsApp, or they were put on an email list, or whatever. We just keep doing that over and over again. And with social media, we can retarget based on likes, based on comments, based on all those things. That's the point. So any brand that you know from Jumia, Alibaba, Amazon, because you're in the e-commerce business, that's what they do. You visit their website, you didn't buy, after that, you'll see ads over and over again following you.
Oh,
I think you've seen that. You go to your application Play Store, you see. You go to YouTube, you'll see. That's how e-commerce works. E-commerce is not social media straightforward. E-commerce is retargeting customers, because you already want the laptop. You already went to look for a laptop on Instagram, and you visited my Instagram. So then I just keep running an ad for you with a phone number there over and over again. And it's way cheaper, because what you're going to do, you're going to make sure that when you are retargeting the customer, you just tell Facebook, I want customers to either send me a message or just to WhatsApp me from this point, or call me. So there are hacks we use, so that now it's easier because they already know the product. So I don't need to take them through this crazy process. I just want them to take an action from this point, and that's it. Right? So in the process, we are pushing for this to really, really work. Our dreams and goals have to be way, way bigger than looking at our sale today, tomorrow. We need to think wider. Let's build an audience of your brand. Let your brand be known, create an awareness, then use that awareness that you got to retarget. Out of awareness, you always sell. That's something I know. You sell like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. But the point is retention. Retention and retargeting is the power of advertising when it comes to social media. So that's why when you say consistency, yes. So when you say about consistency, you need to post. Why are you posting? It's the same people over and over again. Why are you posting over and over again for them? Because you want to retain this customer.
To capture.
Exactly. You want to sell your products effectively right now based on even what people are doing at home. Like I want my shots to be the products I'm putting not to look like they're from outside. I want people to see like, okay, actually have them right now, you can buy them. Like you go with the mood and you make your content to be relevant based on what situation the customers are in. But right now, as the situation is right now in advertising, it's about getting market share of those audiences, making sure that you control those audiences. So when now you have a hot sale and a flash sale, it becomes so easy for you to sell. You get that that's where now we need to start from. In a point where even us as marketers, we're like our agency, we're like, we want to go so big. I know you'll be seeing our ads over and over again. We are asking customers, we want to work, we want to help, we want Just see it. Know us, and you will see it until I think September or October. This ad is going to run. We want to run it every single day. And by that day, we will be getting
Oh,
calls.
really?
Yes, yes. And I know we'll get so many calls. That's what the team.
Yeah, well, at least it's working because I'm here because of that.
Thank you. And the only point we know, as a matter of fact, is about the phone call. That's why you sell. You can either lose the sale or gain the sale, because either you're selling the customer or the customer is selling to you. And the customer is selling to you, they're closing you out. They're like, change the price, all that stuff. So we know that's where the sale is going to happen. It's going to happen on the phone call. And that's what we need to work on. Let's improve on that, and let's push the business to the next level. Let it be at that place where now, out of those sales we're getting referrals, we are getting more calls, we're getting more leads, we're getting a better audience. The content is even better, because if you don't have good content, automatically we're just at the same place over and over again. Yeah. So that was my mini whatever presentation. So what we're going just to do right now, I'm going to analyze, before I hand it over to Jackie, we're going to analyze the business where the pages that you know. So I hope you can take a screenshot of that. It's not a problem for me.
Of this, what we have done here.
Yeah, before I.
Of what we have done here now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was taking notes.
Awesome. Yeah. So. Yeah. So let me take this to this. Which page was I on? So do you know any? Okay, let me before I go to let me look at the system that's working before I move to your competition. So do you like any product you sell? I need to like look for it. What type of products do you sell?
Ladies handbags.
Ladies handbags, huh?
Or you can even say sneakers. Or ladies handbags.
Ladies what? I've not heard that. Ladies what?
I didn't hear you.
I was asking the products you're selling. You said they are ladies what?
Well, ladies handbags is just one of them.
Oh, okay.
I do shoes. Mostly I stock shoes and bags.
Okay.
But the shoes are not ladies, huh? There are ladies, there are children. And then there's children, there's ladies, and there's men. Yes.
Okay.
Can you see this side on my right?
Yes, I can. On your right.
Yeah. So this is a tool.
Of ladies.
Yeah. So this is a keyword tool that we use when we're optimizing websites, or when we are trying to see what people are looking for currently and what are the most searched products. So when you're trying to even think through, this is what people are searching for: ladies sneakers Nairobi, ladies sneakers Jumia, stylish. Like this is Kenyan based on google.co.ke. So sneakers for girls, so that's what people are searching for. So if we even click one, we see automatically you start getting businesses that sell those products, because those are websites that have they've optimized their businesses. And I think you might know one of them here.
In style.
Yeah. So yeah, so there's classy, all that based on location. So when it comes to e-commerce, of course, there's Bigami and all these other businesses that can. When it comes to running, when you're coming to actually capture customers, you're going for what people are looking for in your targeting. So in the point where you're not going to lose traffic, because it's all about traffic. That's why on social media, it's not even about. Of course, we know it's about advertising, but it's actually when you do advertising, you appear. So it's about visibility. That's the word. So it's about being visible where your customer is. So if it's women, are you targeting women? I have most women seeing you over and over again. And are those women's products being targeted based on their ages? Those probably, I know you're selling probably for specific working class, probably it's cash, I don't know. But when you analyze products based on those interests, it's easy now to know what will work for this and what will work for this. Because with Facebook and social media, this data is already available. Because when you signed up, you put your name, email, put your phone number, you put your location, you put your job, you put your family relationship, you said if you're dating, if you have kids, all those information is there. So when it comes to data and targeting, I know when Jackie is going to take you through ads, those are the factors that people look for. But the point is, any business that is big in the world, as much as you know Jumia, they will never miss on this when you're searching for their products over and over again. Over and over again. So for Jumia, Amazon, and Alibaba, which is the biggest, and AliExpress, to be the biggest brands in the world, they have to show up. Like when you're knocking, I have to show up. That's how they do. So if you're on Google and all that, they will make sure they show up every time. Right? So this is point one. Have you ever seen an advert of Jumia on Facebook? Me, I haven't. Apart from if I have visited that, like just randomly, like buy this fridge, 10,000.
You haven't?
You know, like just a random Jumia advert just telling you buy this TV, 50,000. Have you ever?
No, well, not the 50,000. I don't know what are those adverts I see running sometimes. I have seen them do some. I don't know if it was Jumia or what's other.
It's usually a carousel, right? It's like images.
Yes, flashing on. I think.
Yeah, like there are 4 or 5 images. You see, right? So in Facebook, you can hear me, you can see this, right?
Yes, you can. I'm following this Jumia.
Yeah,
you've gone back to ad manager.
This is where we stock. If you want to know what your competition is doing, you come to Facebook on your right. It's called page transparency. Yeah, on the page, just go to the business page. We'll check all competitors. This is how we stock. You just know. So you come here, then you click see. Then after that, we scroll down here. Ads. This page is currently running ads right now, even in the crisis. And you're in e-commerce. Both of you are in e-commerce. So let's see. Based on what are they currently doing? You see, so Jumia is currently running 46 adverts, 46. So let's scroll, you'll see. Me, I've never seen these ads anywhere. You see, they run as many ads as possible. And you see these ads, they started on 30th March, just like 2 days ago. Yeah,
that's 2 days ago.
You see, and in any advert, there's multiple versions. Like in advertising, that's how far. Like we're going to try and break down. Yes.
When you're testing scenarios.
Yes. Yeah. So you try and do as much as possible to find the right audience, because there's no need to keep guessing. So Jumia is no longer guessing. You know why? Because these ads are actually for people who already have visited their website. So it doesn't even have a long caption, like it doesn't have a long message, because they know this person already visited. Probably they were checking what is this? Okay, I don't know. Is this stay safe and buy your houses intentions? And anyway, So the point is, let me assume, yeah.
And
So,
I'm wondering why they're calling this household defenses. Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, that's weird.
Mm.
So the thing is, someone was
Mm.
already there on their website. They visited, they checked, and this is the same thing. Someone was on your Instagram, someone was on your Facebook. Now you're just running ads for them because these people already know you. So that's the audience you just focus on consistently. They keep targeting you, keep targeting that audience. And for you to be able to achieve this level of success where Jumia is achieving, you need to be a smart marketer and you need to find the right audience for you. And when that ad works, now you just start working with that system. You see, like the ad we are doing, it already worked for us. We've worked with clients, they've got results, it has worked well. And with that ad, we just usually turn it on and off because you get a lot of calls at times. So we have to stop it. But we know that we have to be consistently visible. That's what our business model is. Like you need to be a person who's not, you're taking the right steps, but you know exactly that you need to be seen by more. You need to target more. Then you filter out. Then you now focus with that as you keep growing that audience. So it's not about the number of likes or followers. It's about the number of people who are interested with specific products and trying to engage those users consistently. This I'm talking about making a lot of sales, not the DMs, the calls of today and tomorrow. It's about when you're targeting an advert, you will reach 10,000 people. That's how Facebook works. But what are we going to do with that reach? Those likes, it's not about the calls only. It's about the reach. We focus with that and then we grow it like that. So then later when now you set up your landing page and all that, when you start coming to advertisement, those are the things you'll be looking at, right? So this runs across any brand that you know. Even I think, let's look even at Gigi, the OLX, which we know, Gigi.
Gigi.
Yeah, Gigi is the advertising platform that they reconverted from OLX. Now they call themselves Gigi. So of course the adverts have to be relevant because what people are scared of right now is that. And let's see how many times they post. They posted 20 minutes ago while this meeting was going on. They posted 18 hours ago. Posted 22 hours ago. Yeah. They posted 11:31. Let's look at the time so that we know. Let's look at 31st March. They posted. That first was not yesterday, so they posted at 6. That's one. They posted at 12.
The day before yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, they're selling masks.
Yeah, because that's what people. No. They're not like selling masks. They're not supposed to sell. They're because they don't own the products. They only have to sensitize people. Yeah, because
advertise.
Yeah, they are creating content for their audience to be engaged with, so that they become relevant to the audience. If I see someone who's telling me this is some of the things you can do at home, or me trying to go out today and I've dressed in my shoes, whatever, or me trying to go out to my gate and coming back to my bedroom, So me being dressed, going out to my gate and then come, because that's a curfew, so you can't leave your house. So you're trying to create content that's going to engage the users. The user steps keep staying on your page. So that's what they're doing. They're not like, you can't see a product here and you'll not see. That's what they're doing, because they're not supposed to sell on the page. But the point is now when it comes to the same thing that I was saying, if you try and stalk their ads, it's the same thing you realize over and over again. So it's the same thing. All these brands, they do the same: targeting, focusing, and consistency. Consistency is not just content. They do consistency in content, but also do consistency in targeting those clients who never bought. The reason why you're seeing this ads is because you didn't buy from the website, or you didn't click the call button on their website, because they have call buttons. If you didn't click it, then they retarget you with those ads over and over again. So it's the same. This, you see for Gigi, how many ads do they have? They have 280 ads.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You see, same thing. What you say? Same thing you're saying. Yeah, so that's the point. I don't know if you have a question while I'm there, but that's the point that I want us to look at. How do we make this? What will make this really work is by being consistent in advertising and making sure that you're visible. Not only will you be visible on Facebook, you need to be visible on Google in terms of setting these products on Gigi, as we said, Jumia, just making sure that you are appearing over all these platforms. So the level of activity, of course, is going to be a lot on your end, but we have to make sure that it's smooth. But at the process, we have to go after where the customer is.
Mm-hmm.
There's something we say in the company, which we always say, who has my money? And that's what I says. I need to know who has my money, and that's the person I want to go for consistently. So the next ad you see, yeah, who has my money and where are they based? Like, where are they? So it's not about, okay, my customer is a woman. No, where is your customer? Where exactly are they? Are they on your WhatsApp? Are they like where? What's their number? How can I get in touch with those customers? You know, and most people don't know that. For us, it's easy because we've done a lot of that analysis. So we know our customer is on Facebook right now. They are possibly checking Citizen Kenya page. They are above 30 years. They possibly are married. So when I go to Facebook,
We're waiting for breaking news.
Yes. So when I go to Facebook, I'll target people who are on Citizen page on Citizen TV Kenya who have liked Citizen TV. I will look for 30-year-old because everyone signed up with their age. Then I'll look for people who've said they are CEOs, people who brag, job title, CEO or founder. Like, awesome, you're my client. So that's the person I'll go for. Yes, and then I'll look.
The sole person.
Yes, and then I'll make sure that I look for people who own pages, who already have a business Facebook page. That means they do adverts.
So I met your target criteria.
Yes, that's why you see that one was like, hey, we know that you are an entrepreneur. Like we knew before even you saw the ad. We knew. Not like we are guessing at you. Hi, Nairobi. No, we don't do that. We're like, hi. Even the next one you'll see will be actually just a teaching video. It won't even have an offer. It will just be a free video. But it will be like, hi, business owners, or probably we'll call you women hunches or something. We'll try and come up with a name. So we have a target for women, for men. Then we'll target people who are married. We look for married. Then we'll have another ad for singles. Yeah, so we just play around with this. And we'll always get feedback. Always. Yeah, so that's the point. Consistency in advertising. You need to build this dream to where you really want to go for and go hard as much as possible. So yesterday when I was asking you, what if you don't sell? I wanted to remove that aspect of today. I don't, today, yes, you will, but this is not what we are up for. This is not the goal of advertising. That's why are you reaching 10,000 people if you're going to sell to 2 people? Like, and that's then tomorrow you won't be able to engage the 99,998. Where will that other audience be? So I need to engage that audience.
Understandable.
Yeah. So yeah. So I see here we have Paris. I don't know Jackie's audio. Is the audio okay now, Bernard? So anyway. Hi, Paris. Hi.
Hi, Eric. Hi.
Yeah, finally, this is the challenges of working from home. Yeah, so meet Faith. Faith meet Paris. Paris is in charge of our communication. We just wanted everyone to come on board so that they can listen. Yep. So anyone?
Hi, Faith. Hi.
Yes.
Hi, Paris. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hope you're good.
Yes, I am. Good to meet you.
Awesome.
Good to meet your voice.
Good to meet you too. Thank you.
Yeah, so Jackie, is your audio okay now? Bernard, so that we can move to the next step.
Yeah, I think my audio is okay if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, mine is good as well.
Okay. So now what we'll do, I want us first to go through the just an analysis of what Jackie can look at your page and she can tell you exactly what is there, so that she will be starting with. Then after that, I want us to book a time that we will be doing this training consistently. And that's why Paris is there, so that she can now take that time. And then from next week, now we start hitting these targets. So yeah, I don't know if that's clear.
Come up again, please.
Yeah, so I was saying what we now need to do, of course, is we'll go through the page as we just like analyze the page, share what exactly we will be covering on the next session, and then Paris now can schedule, as we always do, the next meeting. What will be the time exactly that we will be doing this, and then we see. I don't know if there's an echo. I'm hearing myself twice.
Uh,
Is it okay now?
the echo is gone.
Yeah. So let me open the page for. I want to open all these pages so we can benchmark on what is being done right and what is being done wrong, and then now we make it easier for. Do you have any competitors right now, by any chance? Businesses that you follow?
Faith,
Yes.
the Royal Vogue.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me.
Of course, the InStyle.
InStyle like that.
InStyle. I have not seen you typing. Yes. InStyle. InStyle shoes, actually. The InStyle shoes.
I think there's a delay in the screen. With me, I think mine is appearing because of course I'm not on the other side, so I don't know how long it's taking. So it's this one, John, the first one.
Any of them, even the one that is written Jamia Mall, they have different, InStyle. All of these are InStyle. They have different shops. So just choose even the InStyle shoes. It's the same company.
Okay, which other one?
Of course, Backyard. Backyard.
Like that? Backyard shoes, eh? Is that it's called what?
Yes.
Shoes.
Yeah, Backyard shoes is okay.
Okay. I think so that right now there's something that Facebook is doing, and I hope they're about to launch a search ad. So when you're searching for, you can target someone's page. It's just some crazy stuff that I've been thinking about. So anyway, we're waiting for that.
Someone's audience or what?
Like now I'm going to search for backyard shoes. So I wanted to say I want the Royal Vogue to appear here as a sponsored ad. I saw something like that.
Oh.
The new update. That's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Okay. This page is not active. Or I'm on the wrong page.
I think it doesn't. The Westlands one should be active.
There is one with 142,000 followers. If I'm not wrong, yeah, InStyle shoes Westlands.
So let me just talk about this post before I hand it over to Jackie. I think Jackie will talk about so many things on this. The difference between the pages first, so that we see, as I like analyzing from your competition, so that you can actually understand what your competition is doing, so you become on top of the game. So let's look at this caption and let's come to your, okay, let's look at it. Let's look at this post first. Where is it? Okay. So urban comfortable sneakers now available in stores. Get yours while stocks last. Visitors at Surrey Center, all that. I think they are very big and they have all this, whatever. So we do delivery. They have different shops, right? Or is it like drop?
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that's not the point.
Yeah, different shops. They have 5 stores.
Awesome. Okay. Makes it comfortable for the customer, but that's not the main point that I wanted to drive to. So the point is we do deliveries, very powerful with different numbers. But now you look at what I wanted to share. If you scroll down, this page has 142,000 likes. But now look at this. What I was telling you yesterday. Remember? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 images.
Oh,
combined.
the multiple 1, 2. Oh, okay, I understand. Yes.
And then look at the number of likes. You see here, 5,400 likes and comments. Yeah, you see. So this is a sponsored. This was a sponsored post automatically. Of course, they're engaging every customer. And then of course they're trying to make sure that the customer gets the number always. This is even what Bonfire does. But the point is, for you to get 5,000 likes on a post this means you really advertise this post a lot of times, or you've put a budget towards it for people to engage. So this post was purely promoted for comments. It wasn't even the sales comes here the WhatsApp, because this is the only way you can sell. No one will just go to Garden City and pop up out of the blue. But the point is, this is where they're selling. They're selling through this WhatsApp number, and people can call and all that. Because why are you sending people to WhatsApp then? You should have sold them quickly. So that's what
they have made quite some clientele.
Yeah. Yeah. So through this, if I was to, when you start doing ads, we will teach you something on how to know. This is now advanced advertising, where we stalk users. We go and check exactly what these users are. So who's in Degwa, Maura, we check where do they live, they're in Nairobi. So these people must be targeting people in Nairobi, you see. So works at self-employed, so this person is self-employed, so targeting people who are self-employed. This guy, okay, we'll go and we can even go and stalk. This is advanced targeting. So you don't necessarily need to go and guess. You don't need to go and guess. You can actually stalk the audience that they're getting and target the same audience again. Yeah. So, but purely, you see that they did one post and made sure that, because it's 4 weeks ago, so this advert must have ended 4 weeks ago, but it must have run. So you can even, I can even scroll and scroll till I see when did they get the first comments to see how long did they advertise this post. You see. And that's the point. So everyone is like, I need yellow. How much? The same thing you're telling me. Please come. So people tagging each other. Size 36. Because people are sold with emotion. Why does someone want this shoe, and they don't even know where the shop is? Why? Because look, I like yellow, I like white, I like sneak. It's just a fact. It's emotional, based on what I like, and also how, like, that's the point. So we need to be at that point where the Royal Vogue is actively targeting people and is also actively putting content the right way, such that when the customer sees it, they'll be like, I want to come to that shop, or I want a delivery. Right? So, okay.
I hear you.
Thank you.
That is you stalking.
Yeah, this is what we supposed. We are not, you guys are not supposed to know, but us as advertisers, we like to know. We like when you're looking for gossip, like we want to know what was the source, because I've done media. So I like to know where did it really happen. So this person lives in Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah. Yeah, so I might not find any other data. So this is one targeting that I will put in my ad. Okay. Number 2, let me look for Faith Atieno. I wish you can afford. How can you afford and the price is not being put on the image? Anyway, let's look forward.
Olivia. Wow.
Sorry, we have so much information to cover. I'm just a fan of knowing more. So I guess here, this is purely anyone whom we are not saying any information, because Facebook cannot go as deep as we think. It can only give data that's available publicly. So in this case, I believe they're just targeting people who are in Nairobi, and they're targeting women and men. That's what I've seen. And also probably...
Please call Olivia for me. Call Olivia for me. Then you close my door.
Okay. So as we get more information, we keep adding it. So engaged in a relationship, we just keep adding, and then we see. So based on what they're looking for, is it what they're looking also for campus people? Because I've seen a lot of people who are in campus. Like I've seen Kenyatta University, I've seen class. So it just goes deeper to find out more research about your customer before running an ad or rushing out. Those are the things we look out for. But the point is being visible, being consistent, and number 3, getting the right audience. Okay, so that makes it easier for you to sell. Okay, see, number 2, another one, 1, 2, 3, 10 points. Another one, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 likes. Okay.
Another one wants what?
This one, sorry. I think my fast, yeah. All right. Are we good?
I am, absolutely.
Awesome. So let me close this.
Oh my God.
What's going on? Are we? You've seen like
Hello.
You've seen that they've really invested in great photos.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't want us to really go out and guess. When something is working, you just implement it, right? So we don't necessarily need to go and try and think. There's shots that have been working. So these are things that I think when Jack is taking you through, you will work on together. But the point was, we need to make sure that you are not behind in the game. You have to be seen. And by the time now everyone is active, yeah, when everyone is actively competing, hey, you will be there. You'll be like, now, what are you saying? Because you won't struggle. You know, you won't struggle. Yeah.
Mika.
Okay. Right. Jackie, are we good? Because I'm just waiting for your audio to be on point.
Actually,
yeah.
Backyard is the one that introduced InStyle to business.
Awesome.
Backyard, InStyle learned business from Backyard. They do what?
They own it. Do they own it?
No, they don't own it. They are friends. This one taught the other one business. But now the other one has advanced.
I like this cover photo.
You like?
Yeah, it's a cover video anyway.
Actually, before I started buying my own shoes, I find Backyard better. I even like their quality of products. They're good. They're good brand.
Yeah.
I used to be there.
Yeah. So, you see the difference of what we were saying. Like people are home. Backyard shoes posted 57 minutes ago. Same concept. They are posting the same way. The same way.
Oh, 57 years.
Same time, and then also the way these shops have been.
This guy's lunch business to each other.
Yeah. So then also can also I. Oh, it's supposed to be it. Anyway.
Stop being petty.
No. There are people who will do that to you when you start advertising. So I'm just preparing you. People will be like, but it helps you because it makes people to comment. Like, do you put what emoji? Why did you say no? Okay, it's some we call them trolls. They're always there. So yeah, they just keep posting.
Yeah, 3 hours ago. They're constantly posting.
Yeah, so that is some of the things you see that will have to be worked on too. So, of course, influencer marketing is important, but right now because that's the next phase of marketing when you start putting people. I was saying having people always works because it creates a personal touch and brings better engagement. Because people buy people, people don't buy products. So when I see someone that I can see someone has worn it, they look good, then it's easier for me to also engage over and over again. Yeah. So yeah, this is some of the things that the first session will go about. So I don't want to dive into it a lot, but this is what we'll be possibly looking at, because the first point is brand positioning, but we need to look at the page needs to be active. What are the pitfalls? So we make sure that we are going in line to in the same way.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So the brands have to be on point. And you see these pages have a lot of likes. That means these guys have been promoting on Facebook a lot, of course, which I know. Because even me, I know Backyard from that. They've done a lot of brand positioning. So by the fact that they start posting, they just have an audience automatically. Yeah. All right. So this is what we want to achieve. We want to achieve. Yeah. So we want to achieve. We want to make sure that by the end of these 5 weeks, we have positioned the brand. We have been able to identify the images that will work, been able to identify the audiences that you will be able to target. We'll be able to identify exactly which platforms you should be actively on. And also we'll have identified which type of content will bring better engagement, so that we are getting into the market, because we are here with you for 12 months. It's going to be one crazy long journey. And the group is meant to support you. Yeah, so yeah. So do you have any questions? I think that's it from me. So now I just hand over so that they can book a time and then we move it.
Mommy, can you close my door? Go talk to Mikal to give you. Call Mikal here for me and you close my door. Bye-bye.
So that's it from me for now. So I just want to see if you have any questions, and then I can hand it over to Jackie and
Eric,
Grace.
am I audible?
Yes, you are now.
Yes.
Eric, can you hear me?
I can.
Yes.
Eric, can you hear me?
Okay, there's a challenge with the audio. We can't hear you. Wow. Your audio is not good. Bernard, are you here?
Eric, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I
What's
think my
up?
network is breaking.
Yeah, we can just talk. Again?
But unfortunately, nasikia mkikatika. Okay, so Faith, my name is Jackie, as I said earlier, and just to mention briefly about everything that Eric has taken you through, because I think he has mentioned most of the things. Most of it Eric ameongelelea, starting with setting your goals. Why do you want to do this, and what do you want to achieve at the end of the day. He has also mentioned about learning your audience, which is very key in this journey. Yeah. What he was doing basically is just mentioning the science part of it, and then when we begin our sessions from tomorrow, I guess we'll be going to the art of now doing most of these things, like identifying your audience, doing research together, and maybe showing you how to go about that. And then the other thing he has mentioned is conducting an audit for your social media accounts and improving them, so that, because you had mentioned earlier, it's very important that they look unique and beautiful and attractive, of course.
Yeah.
And then optimizing your accounts in a way that it's very easy for your audience or your followers to engage with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Finally, the last thing that we'll be doing maybe at the end of our sessions will be to test and evaluate if the strategies are really going to work for you.
Okay.
So from our first classes, we'll be focusing on the type of content that can really work for your brand, and also trying to look deep into what your competitors are doing, because you need to understand what they are doing and maybe what you are not doing currently, and what you can do to improve or to get where they are, or even become better than that. We'll also evaluate the kind of images that you can be using, because of course not all images work, especially for the advanced advertising. There are two types of advertising. There are those people who do boosting and they believe they are advertising, and there are also those people who use the ads manager itself to
Boosting is
create
not advertising.
ads. Sorry?
Oh, Jackie, you said
Yeah.
there are those people who do boosting and they believe they're advertising. What does that mean?
Okay. When you're boosting your posts,
Yeah.
basically what you're doing is just asking people to engage, like, comment, which might not really translate to sales per se.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll look at the differences when you're advertising from boosting post and now going into the detailed advertising of using ads manager. Okay.
I understand.
And then yeah, so with that we'll show you how to set up your campaigns, how to create your ad sets, which include the audience, who do you want to target, the gender, the location of the people you're targeting, and again also understanding what their interests are. Eric has shown you something very unique, where you actually just look into the people who are maybe engaging with the post or those people are engaging with the ads that are running for other people, what they do and what their interests are. That will help you to understand how you can target the right audience. But again, now that is just an overview of what Eric has discussed with you. Yeah.
Yes.
But let me just ask you one question. Have you ever bought anything from Facebook? Have you ever seen any ad from Facebook and bought something?
Usually, I
Mhm.
see the ads,
Mhm.
then I don't buy on Facebook. I see the ad on Facebook, but I come to
Mhm.
the physical location. You get the difference. I see
Hello.
the ad on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay.
I'm saying,
Uh-huh.
Jackie,
Yeah.
usually the people that I follow or the pages that I have bought from, I don't buy online. I see their adverts online,
Mhm.
then
Mhm.
I go to their physical location.
To the physical location. And one
Yeah.
question, another question is, what makes you like believe those people? Because from me, one of the things I look at is if it's a page that is advertising, do they have following? That is one thing I usually look at. Do they post consistently? Do they have people engaging in their posts? What are they saying? Do they have reviews? What are people saying about them?
Okay. Usually,
Yeah.
look. Usually, I'm not an online. I really I really try to to validate by seeing authenticity. I see it online, but I can't buy it from you online. I won't even engage you. I can engage you online and ask how much, but I will ask you where is your location so that before I buy, I will see and touch.
Okay.
I have to
You've
verify the
mentioned,
quality.
you've mentioned something very important, authenticity, which
Yes.
on social media you call it social proof. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because not everyone who will buy something for the one once they see it. Because most of the time when I see an ad and I go to the page that is advertising and I look at them and realize they have 10 people following them, trust me, I won't buy from them. So
Uh-huh.
social proof is very important. Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm driving to one point of creating an awareness for your page. That
Yes.
makes it very easy when you start advertising and promoting your products. It will make it very easy for people to buy from you, whether online or coming to your physical location, because already they can see that you're someone who has a following on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
And again, you also look at the reviews. They look at reviews because it's all about having social proof. Yeah.
Mm.
So basically what I'm saying, when once we start going deep into now taking you through advertising and how to set up your ads and what can work for you for a start and what cannot work, because you mentioned you're only 2 months into the business.
Yes, I am.
So jumping into just selling the products immediately could be a little bit tricky, but starting by creating an awareness about your brand could actually do very good for you. Okay.
I understand.
And yeah, so again, I usually tell people when you're getting into Facebook advertising or digital marketing at large, it's also very important to be patient, because when you're starting, you have to do several tests, like to find out what can really work for you. Don't expect that
Mm.
this will just happen kaboom, and the first ad you do, you're selling. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think from the next class, you're going to go through deep into audience, looking for the audience for the people you can target. Yeah. And how
Mm.
you can really come up with that. And
Mm.
also we'll also have a touch on the kind of images you can use, whether it's an
Yes.
image or it's videos that you'll be using. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think I don't have
Yes.
much details further than that, unless you have a question.
Um, much of the questions I think will come now when we are detailing.
Oh, okay. Eric, are you
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, yeah. Paris? Is Paris still okay? The muted one. Paris. She's muted. Anyway, that's fine. So now what we'll do is just to agree on a time, and we need to put you on the group that I had mentioned so that this can start. So yeah, so just to agree on a time. Jackie, when do you want to schedule this? Because I don't know, I can't hear Paris right now here, but it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So are we doing this once a week or how long? Eric, please elaborate that.
I see Paris is here. Paris.
Yeah, I can hear you, Eric. I can hear. I was on mute.
Okay, so I want us to book a time for Faith.
Wait.
So that yeah. So you can just take it over Jackie and agree to a time, and then we see. There's supposed to be one session every week as kawaida. I prefer early morning. She had said around 10 a.m. So I want us to go with a time that's
11 is actually perfect.
11 is good. So yeah, Paris and Jackie take over.
Yeah.
Paris, yeah.
Okay,
so
Faith, when do you want us to have the next class?
As soon as we can, as soon as you're ready. So now the next class should be.
Yeah.
Just hold on, kidogo, Faith. Eric, I think my network is breaking.
But I can hear you
and I'm
really
not
well.
getting
Oh, you
Faith
can't hear?
clearly.
Oh,
Can
okay,
you
so
just
it's
wind
okay.
it up for me, please?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's okay. Tomorrow
Yeah,
I know
you are all breaking. I can't hear you clearly.
it's okay, don't worry. So tomorrow I know I am not available because we have a meeting in the morning. The crazy thing is that now everyone is on Zoom. So everyone's like, let's do more Zoom calls. Tomorrow I have a meeting at that time that you guys have, and I don't want to miss these trainings as they're going on. I want to at least to listen in and also offer my support as much as possible. So how about we do it on Monday?
Okay.
Monday at 11. Is that okay?
Today is Thursday.
Yes.
Monday at 11 is good with me.
Paris?
So today is Thursday.
Yeah, it's okay, Eric. Monday it is, right?
That's
so
fine.
Monday at 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paris will send you a link of the meeting. And yeah, I guess that's the other one. I think it's, what is it called? Is house rules or whatever. I've forgotten the name, but it's meant just to make sure that everything is in line. And yeah, so in form of communication, every communication will be coming directly from Paris. And then she will always try and make sure that you are good. So if you have any challenges, the group is there on WhatsApp, and we also have emails for support. And I am also here in case you have any questions. I hope and I pray, because I am a believer, that we really achieve so much during this session.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just hoping we achieve the very, very best.
Yeah, we have to, we have to achieve.
Yeah.
Whether we fail, we have to try again, and we have to keep going. It's going to be a long journey, and every business that we've trained, we still work with them till today, whether they're in part of the program or not, because we want people to have a support that is more powerful than they think. We don't want you to struggle alone again, trying to figure out things. That's why we made this possible. So it has to be done, it has to work.
It's important. Very important.
All right. So,
but I understand it's a journey.
Yep.
Sawa.
All right. So thank you for your time. Have a good day. And I guess the rest now will be, you will see it on your WhatsApp and then.
I didn't even hear Bernard's voice.
Okay. Okay.
Hi,
he just came to. Yeah. Bernard, he just came to fill the space.
No, I already did my part with you yesterday.
So brief.
Sorry?
It was so brief. Somebody even says, "Hi, Faith. I hope you're well," and you say bye. Just something.
Okay, so what I can
You have to be an
just,
active participant.
okay. Yeah, it's because there wasn't much of activity in this. It was just to follow up on how everything is going. But what I can say in overall depth is that it requires both effort from your end and from our end. So the challenges we've been facing with some of the clients is that once you engage, then you take the back seat. That is not expected because you are the CEO of the brand. You need to put some input to sure that your brand also delivers. So total commitment is good. I was actually impressed by your action today to at least come in and on time for the meeting, and even wanting to come in 5 minutes earlier, which was quite commendable. So consistency is critical for this space, and also to total commitment towards this goal. And with that, I think we'll be able to get some improvement week in, week out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite insightful.
Yeah. So yeah. Bernard is quite on top of things. Yeah. So if he talks, I know he will explain even more than me. But yeah, let's see what we can do. And the group, it's not just for business. If you want to ask for a hand sanitizer, I know that people will recommend who can supply.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So it's more of a we're trying to come up with fun things to do as people are at home. So you will find more funny people. You'll find more serious. Just be willing to ask. It's more of a support group that's meant to work with you for long. If you're looking for masks or gloves, or if you need recommendations, they will help. So it's not just business, also things that revolve around things that you might need. It's more of a family. That's what